that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up
second down and a yard.
15-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
50 green. 560.
Working from the gun, Lance. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I tell you, hey, watch him do it.
play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
And 4 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10.
This is Lamb on the end one. Well, on this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's Lance. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 52. Cut.
Throwing now is Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. Hut.
Now Lance. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the 2nd quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great 2nd half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And he is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Aubrey now for the PAT. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
It's a gain of 56 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football out of quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Third and 2. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 45-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Hurts going to move him around. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles first down. A gain of 9 yards.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
No gain on the play.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. And not liking the look, they'll change the play.
180.
Brown, the motion man right. From the 24, Hurts. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Eagles first.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now Hurts changing up the play. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Donovan Ezaraku able to record his 5th sack of the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 43 yards. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Elliott now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Play action now. Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Yeah, here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards on
Ball
the
right on the 50-yard line. And here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella taking a rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you don't often see a lot of first down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yards and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Sliding.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Sliding.
Throwing, Prescott. And that went to the right side and incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Dak. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
That's another Cowboys first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Blue, 32.
They give it off here to the tight end. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ready. Ready.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Ready, ready. Set.
Now Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Set, set.
Desperation time here. Lance. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One final try now for Lance. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Eagles, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.